Good afternoon, I'm Susan McCord. Thanks for tuning in to Dear Cyber Sue. Today's topic is letting go of a jaded mindset in dating and relationships. So many men and women go through different emotions continually when you are dating or you're going for potential partnerships. You've had to deal with rejection. You've had to deal with cycles of disappointment, being ghosted. There are so many numerous conversations that are happening now when it comes to all things dating and relationships. The trouble with this jaded mindset is it takes on a tone of anger, so that when you're talking to people or how you project yourself going forward, you can come across like you're very standoffish. And sometimes that's what you want to project because it is a protection. But what ends up going on here is you also can become emotionally unavailable to other people because you're guarded, you're angry. And people can see this, they can feel it right away with you. And the problem with this is it continues on to cause pessimistic situations in your life. Sometimes we point the blame at other people rather than looking at ourselves in the mirror. You're the one who is letting people in. So you have to understand that if you don't want the same type coming toward you, you have to decide, okay, I'm either going to stay out of being in any relationship and try and figure out what I'm doing that's continually bringing this unhappiness toward me. I always say to try and take at least 6 months to a year from going back out there again, because you're obviously looking at the same type of people. So you've got yourself into a repetitive pattern that's causing heartbreak for you. Because as I said earlier, when your heart is hurt, it causes anger. It causes you to be upset and everybody's like that and I'm not going to try this anymore because it's not working for me. It's not working for you because you haven't altered the behavior that you're contributing to here. You have to deprogram your mindset because you're carrying some emotional baggage here. You may not think that's what it is, but when you're hurt or angry, this is caused from situations that haven't worked for you. So what ends up happening, it takes a toll on your self-esteem and it pushes you backward. It doesn't allow you to go forward and have a new lease on life because you're still holding on to all the stuff that didn't work. This is why life lessons are so important to get right as quickly as you can, to own your part in what happened, to understand, okay, what am I doing here? Why am I getting similar types of scenarios that keep falling in my lap here? What am I doing to allow this? What can I change up so this doesn't keep happening for me? Feeling jaded can also stem from not feeling that you had proper closure from a past situation or maybe a few situations. And this can cause you to stay stuck, because you don't really get why it happened. You're not understanding that you keep sort of being attracted to these similar types that cause you to feel this heartbreak or this pain. And so really, you're sort of mad at yourself without probably even knowing it. To repair this type of situation, you have to understand where this anger has come from. Were you blindsided by a breakup? Was it a terrible breakup? Something happened that you guys just fell apart and you were just left trying to figure this all out? Because when this becomes embedded in you, the only way to get it out of you is to find out what the underlying problem is. So I would suggest that you take time to journal this down, write your thoughts out. Why are you feeling this way? What makes you feel this way on a regular basis? What triggers it? And do you ever sit down and say to yourself, okay, I can see how I played a part in that situation? Because once you have a little more clarity on this, you really won't allow it. So is it possible to rebuild your trust in love again? Well, the first thing you have to do is detox your mind set, the negative thoughts that keep popping up. Every time something comes up in a negative way, stop yourself and say, okay, that's not going to serve me here because I'm mad about this or I'm angry about that. So it's going to come out and it's going to repel anything good coming toward me. That's why I brought up the journaling a little while ago. Every time you think something in a negative way, write it down. And again, look at where you were when this happened. Make a note of that too. The more that you journal about this, the more you will see how negative you have been, and you will start to write positive. And when you start writing things out on a positive note, you start to take them on. Because sometimes we don't see who we are until we've written it down on paper. Or sometimes you've seen a video of yourself or a photo of yourself and seen your body language. These things are all really important to pay attention to because this will change and alter your behavior in the long run. Number 2, every time you say something negative about the opposite sex, stop yourself and say, why am I doing that? What is it about them that I feel I have to be so judgmental? The more awareness you have about what comes out vocally is going to really help you, because once you sort of draw attention to it, you will see it, you will hear it in your voice. Number 3, take 6 months to a year away from dating anybody, even remotely thinking about dating. Just change up that pattern. And when you do go back out again, please notice the types that you're attracted to. You may see a change in what you have been dating. Give others a chance, somebody that you wouldn't normally maybe think of dating. That will help change up the pattern. Number 4, I want you to really think about this. The past is not your future. You have to change up old beliefs to change up what's better suited for you. Number 5, understanding that being jaded and angry is really a protective shield. You've been hurt. Once you understand this, it takes on a different feel. It takes on more of, I really would like to be in a relationship, but what I've done in the past isn't working for me. How can I better my situation? Once you understand that there's always a reason why something didn't work out, it's easier to see it going forward, because now it's become sort of something that you're familiar with, but not a good familiar. It's a negative. Then you might be able to sit down and say, you know what? I really get it now. I do deserve to have love in my life. I just have to be more optimistic about receiving it. You're shutting it out right now. And that's the thing you have to push away. Until you take ownership of the fact that you're the one who's allowed all this to go on, and to look in that mirror and say to yourself, okay, I'm going to do better. I deserve happiness and I want to meet somebody very special. Until you get to that place and you're not pointing fingers at somebody else, then you will continue to have that life that you're trying to get out of. So little baby steps along the way are really good. It's not going to happen overnight. You've been this way for a while. It's going to take some perseverance and some major attitude adjustment here. When you hold on to painful past memories, it controls who you are. And that's not okay. You want to take back your power and understand those lessons you were supposed to learn. Instead of saying, I'm done trying to meet somebody, I'm just so over this, why don't you say, okay, that didn't work out for me. I'm going to do better next time. I'm going to choose differently. You will have so much clarity, you'll be able to spot it right away. Any of that sort of old behavior coming back. but you have to take time for yourself away from all of it for a while. Even if you decide that you don't want to be in a relationship, or you might want to take a couple of years away and just find out who you are, it's going to be so beneficial because you will be in a positive place. Your mindset will be different. It'll be open. It'll be communicative and receptive. And that's what you want first and foremost anyway, regardless if you end up in a relationship or you end up being single. The trick is you want to go through life thinking in a positive way, because that's what will keep your life happy. Thank you so much for tuning into Dear Cyber Sue today. Please leave any questions you have below the video, or if you haven't subscribed today, I would love it if you would do so. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.